Hey there, and welcome to the next episode in the O-Yoroi twins as we continue to get these guys painted up and ready to go. First up then, I'm going to start dealing with the flesh and faces, and just because it's easier to work from whatever lies behind everything else forward. So starting at the back, we'll start on the flesh, get those faces put in, cut all the highlights in on the flesh, everything that I want done there. And then we'll start working on the clothes and the weaponry. So I will get the flesh done and I will get back to you. This will just be a case of running in highlights, light areas, giving tonal variation, and everything comes lighter from the base tone as well, just so you know. So I'm making it so that the darker skin will move to a slightly lighter tone of the darker skin. So you've got that a nice sort of light shade colour range, and the lighter skin will go lighter still. So I will do that and I'll be back in a mo. There we have it then. The skin tone has all been lightened up, highlighted, brought into line with how I want it to be. I doubt if there'll be any final highlights, but that will depend on what happens with the clothing. Also, I haven't finished the faces yet, I haven't put in the eyes, haven't done any sort of makeup slash sort of lip toning, eye lining, eyebrows, etc. I'll probably leave that to the very last. I tend to do faces last of all, sort of as the finish. Basically just to make sure that it's all in line with everything else that's done. So next up is dealing with the reds and the whites. So I'm just going to bring the red and sort of touch in bits of red just to sort of make the red redder, and again same with the white to make the white whiter, because at the moment it's a bit mucky, grey or browny, reddy looking, messy, and that all needs to be cleaned. It needs to be intensified so that there's better contrast between the colours. So I'll get that done and I shall be back with you in a mo. Here we go then. Here's the white and red intensified. I think it's a lot more visible on the white than it is on the red, but it's a similar process to what's been done on the white has been done on the red, whereby just picking out all of the key details so you can start to see them at that a little bit more clearly. This is slightly giving you a quick focus shift, because sometimes I find that for whatever reason things won't be entirely in focus, so you get something closer fuzzy or something further away fuzzy, so you can't get the whole miniature in focus, which is a bit odd I find when I'm doing these vids. But next up then, I'm just going to block in the initial fade for the sword blades and scabbards and the pistols, so I'll just be picking them out and starting to build up the colour range which will make them up. I'll get that done and I'll be back momentarily. There we have it then. This is sort of the intermediate base coating, preparing for final stages phase complete. I'm just finished. This is just really bringing everything into the fore, bringing it into clarity. I will give you at this point. I haven't really done much with the pistols, I kind of just left them be really. I started off painting just the scabbards dark green, and I was going to fade them from black to dark green, and then I decided actually I like them better just flat out dark green. Gives me a reason to run highlight across them, which will be a lighter green, which will blend them in with the ranges of the colour ranges of the ninja that I'm using. So I think this is coming out pretty well. You can see that I've put the golden brown onto the hilts of the swords, or the guards, the tsuba as they are called, or tsuba I suppose would be correct enunciation, or closer to correct enunciation. And initially I thought of making the blades look like steel, but then I thought, what am I on about? This is not the modern world, this is not the ancient world, this is the future world, so I'd best future-proof and think of it in those terms and make them. I mean, I think these are. I'm not sure how they classify them exactly, because you have the double action where you get the bonus damage and you get the armor piercing where they go through. So you might. Then they have monofilament as a specific weapon type, because the only weapon has the monofilament blade. So I'm not sure exactly how they're meant to be. Maybe they're meant to be sort of vibrating / super keen. But yeah, this is the sort of base painting phase complete, and I hope that you think that they're turning out okay. I mean, there's a lot of details to go on and bits and pieces that need to be resolved. But as ever, I hope you're enjoying your painting and that you're painting awesome things. Thank you for watching, have a good one and take care. Bye bye.